Hello and welcome to the video. This is a guide on how to obtain the Xenophage in Destiny 2. Nice little walkthrough, if you will. I'm gonna try my very caveman best to explain and show you guys how to get this absolutely spicy weapon. So watch the video all the way through if you want. I'm also going to put timestamps if you need specific parts. Please enjoy.
Will you be prepared?
The light is fading.
It's hunting me.
Probably just
All right,
Xenophage.
so
like
short
getting close to
explanation
him.
for the beginning of
She
the
was fired
dungeon,
too
because you
much.
do have to enter the dungeon in order to continue this quest. This is where you will finish the quest line entirely and be able to obtain your Xenophage. Once you enter the room, you'll see basically the room that I jumped down to. There will be a knight. It's called the Pit Keeper. You kill that knight, it opens this door so you can kill the larger knight with the sword, get his sword, and then you look up at the symbols, and those are the rooms that you're going to go to. Once you go to those rooms with the symbols hanging above the towers, you continue to kill the Pit Keepers, go in the room, and then there will be a boss. For this first room that we are going into, there is a knight. The only way you can damage this knight at all is with your left click or your light attack. Once you kill him, you'll move on to the next symboled room that you have. Spider. All right, now on to the witch room. In this room, there will be 3 witches, wizards, whatever you call them. I call them witches. There will be 3 wizards in that room. I would advise just popping your super or using a heavy weapon, whatever, to kill the 2 witches, and then the yellow bar witch you'll hit with your right click or your heavy attack. It'll shoot a projectile that can curve around corners slightly, not too heavily, and you just continue to hit the witch with that heavy attack. Eventually it'll die, and then you move on to the next room. Now, onto the third and final room. Whatever order you've done it in, there will be an oracle in there. You have to hold Control or C, your block button, basically. Then you just reflect the shots back at it. You don't necessarily have to worry about the ogres because your block will block their shots as well. But once you complete that, you will look outside of the room, and there will be a glowing beam shooting up into the sky. Pretty much, you do exactly what you've done for every other room. You kill the pit keeper, the door opens, and then you can continue on your way. Bill just appeared. All right. Easy. Once you get into this area, after the door opens, you walk into it and walk towards the plank, I'll call it. There's a bunch of doors on the wall. They all have symbols above them. Don't walk into any of them, because if you walk into any of those doors, it'll boot you out and you'll die. You look for the door that does not have a symbol above it, and then you traverse the wall going upward to get to that door. You can step like in front of the doors and walk on that path as long as you don't go in the door, because then you'll die. But as soon as you get through that, there will be a rock inside that room, the room without the symbol above it, and you just activate it. It'll say, or it'll give you the next quest step, and then you'll move on throughout the dungeon to the next step.
At least it counts. As long as we get it, that's all I care about. Okay. So, what do you do now?
Next, since we have to keep going through the dungeon, is the glowy door down there?
Yeah.
That's where we go.
Okay, I didn't know if you did something else.
No, we just have to grab that. It's like a symbol on the rock up there. You activate it, and then it gives you the next part of the... Where am I going? Quest. All right, so
when I did it with Alex,
I'm going to
it was
quickly explain this
horrible.
part.
The ogre part?
Basically, in this encounter,
Not the
there
ogre part,
are
the part after the ogre.
immune
We had to
ogres
kill the
in these
wizards.
caves.
Oh my god.
You can't kill them. You have to avoid them entirely. But in order to simplify this area, to do the next quest step, you want to collect all of the void orbs that spawn in these little caverns. There will be knights in there. You kill the knight, it drops a void orb. Then you take it to the
scream at me then.
big green doors. You dunk it in the hole, and then you basically just do that 3 times. Once you've done that, the next room will open up. You go into that room and you just die. And then doing the next quest step will be 1,000 times easier as opposed to trying to avoid ogres. Alright. As I mentioned before, once you get into this room with the acolytes sitting there praying to a, I don't know, a little spire thing, you get into that room, you die and reset. Basically what that does is it despawns the ogres. So you can go about your merry way onto the next quest area, the next activatable part, where you then grab a fire orb and you take it to a door and light the little pyres. Once you light the pyres, the doorway will open, and that'll be your pathway into the next boss room. And that's where you kill the boss, and that's where you get your Xenophage.
I was gonna say, yeah, we could probably go through there and just sneak through the cave. 'Cause I don't think that activates until we walk through. I think this is 5th door from the big room we were in. And now we killed the boss that's in here. And then you have Xenophage.
Hey.
There is a mechanic to this, and I'll show you when we get in there. It's kind of a pain in the butt. But if we
I
get...
know it has something to do with orbs.
Yeah.
And platforms.
No, it's just orbs and pockets. This room actually shows you... This room actually shows you the symbols and where you take it. So on the left, how it says... I don't know if yours is different. Mine says Abyssal Dread. That is going to be a Void Ball. And that's over here. I just call this one Triangle.
Sure.
And then this one over here will be Thunderous something.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
Yeah, and then this one's Fiery Dread. And then this one's Neutral Dread.
Gotcha.
Each plate will have a symbol above it in the boss room, and once you obtain the fireball from the middle of the room, you'll take that ball and you'll dunk it into whatever singe symbol you have. So Abyssal, like I said in the video, is triangle. I'll go around the room, try and find the triangle, dunk it into the plate, and then I'll be able to damage the boss with whatever void damage abilities, weapons I have. Once you do that and you finish damaging the boss, I think you get 15 seconds to damage the boss. When that buff runs out, you'll have to go get another ball and basically refresh your damage, or refresh your singe to be able to damage the boss.
Dead.
Easy.
Never mind the deaths. We did it.
Don't need them.
Okay. We don't actually need to finish the dungeon to get it, so you can go to the moon and you can get your Xenophage. Alright, well now, once you killed the boss, you can head on over to Eris and pick up your Xenophage. Hopefully this guide helped you. I know it was quite a lengthy video. I apologize. But, hey, if it helped, it helped. Be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you want even to. And have a good old day. Bye.